We're back on the Rod 950 Lounge live Saturday morning. Multiple networks, and I'm not even going to say it because it's too much to mention. I get tired of saying that, but wherever you're listening to today, we'll be happy. People in PA, New York, what have you, all around the country. We've got a Miami takeover going on in the studio right now. They didn't bring the sunshine this morning, but that's cool. To my left, we have a gentleman the face might be a little familiar. He was on the Smirnoff hit DJ reality mix Masters of Mix show last year. You know, he's hitting your favorite clubs in Miami, and we know everybody hits Miami. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 950 Lounge. It's an honor and a privilege, Mr. DJ Fly Guy. Welcome to the show, man.
Glad to be here, baby.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Michelle Somerset for setting this up.
Cool, yeah.
I don't know how you work it up, but she's fantastic. Yeah, no doubt. But again,
she's smiling like,
I got you on tape. But again, thanks for coming on, man. I know you're working on Limited Sleep. Doing your thing on the DJ. And matter of fact, how was last night?
Last night was crazy. I played at number 8.
Okay.
It was the same club is in Miami. So the general manager was in Miami a couple months ago, heard me spin there, and she was like, "Yo, I got to get you in my New York
everybody
spot."
comes to Miami.
Everybody comes to Miami.
You're the traveler's favorite DJ, probably. Who's on the DJ set? So I'm sure you get a lot of gigs like that.
Yeah. I'm very blessed. I got no complaints. I'm working.
I hear you, man. Let's talk about it. You have an amazing odyssey of how you have risen to, and I've heard your mixes and how you have risen to one of the top of the class in the DJ game. Obviously from Guyana. That's it, Ghana?
No, everybody does that.
Yeah,
everybody
Guyana,
does that. Yeah.
Sadie, Sally, Guyana, Georgetown, and obviously that city holds a major history of negative in history with Jim Jones.
Yeah.
I mean,
People's Temple.
Yeah, exactly. So born and raised in that part of the world, Caribbean background. I think you spent time here in New York and Brooklyn.
Yeah, in Brooklyn. Yeah.
And then end up in Miami. Talk about that odyssey from a music perspective and how the things you've seen, the cultures you've been in have affected the way you perform, first as a DJ and obviously then as an artist.
Well, just like you said, culturally, it's like a hodgepodge, a melting pot of all these kinds of tastes and experiences and interests, with having a West Indian background and having an appreciation for soca and calypso. And then, living in Brooklyn, in the early 80s when hip-hop was really starting to boom, and then my brother, one of my older brothers becoming editor-in-chief of The Source magazine, and that was in the 90s.
Yeah,
so
that's when The Source was hot.
That's when it was the Bible of hip-hop. So me as an aspiring MC, as a teenager, that's the household I grew up in. So my appreciation for the purest form of hip hop is always going to be in me. Like,
how was when it with mom and dad? Like, again, being Caribbean, like, turn off that noise, boy. Smack you in the head. Like, so when it, like, obviously your brother was was making money in the hip hop world, and you was impressioned on that. But talk about like how you had to convince your family that, hey, I'm going to move into this genre, and I feel I can make a career out of it.
I never convinced them. I still haven't convinced them.
We don't know what you're doing right now.
Well,
he does out in Miami. You don't even know.
Like my mom, she knows, but what can she say now?
Right.
She sees that, I've been making a good living with it.
Exactly.
I've traveled all over the world, so you can't deny it.
Right.
And, I've always been somebody who goes against the grain of anything.
Right.
Always been, like a rebel in a sense. So, whether it was school, I tried to go to college, dropped out.
Right.
My question is, who's the doctor in your family?
Doctor?
Yeah, any doctors in your family?
There's two doctors. There's two doctors in my family.
That's a stereotype, Rodeo.
I know. It's a shameful thing. I'm sorry.
Nah,
let me ask you, where did you fly? I mean, look, you come in here with a velour. We ain't never had no brother in here. The only brother with purple is our protege over there.
Yeah,
but you come in here. Where you get your style from?
To the name.
Where you get your style from?
I'm very simple, man. I've never been about big bold logos and everything like that. Like my style is just real simple and just quality, clothing. And the name Fly Guy just came from.
I'm gonna get you, sucker. That's where you got the name from.
Nah, you showing your age again, Rodeo.
He knows.
I know. But
Fly Guy.
That actually used to be my DJ drop. And when I would be in parties, I would play that like representing the Big Apple. I used to use that drop.
Okay.
But me and my dudes, we used to throw parties in DC a few years ago. and we had a door girl, and the door girl, one day we did a party in tuxedos and jeans, and everybody in the crew had a nickname except me.
Oh, okay.
You know, so that night, on that particular night, when I got to the party, the girl looked at me. She said, "Fly Guy."
So you a fly,
like,
fly guy.
And then I went and I bought the domain name of flyguy.com.
Oh, okay.
And then it just
nobody can use that name.
nobody. No, they got to pay me.
Hey, I hear you. I'm a big fly.
You won't be Fly Guy. You might be fly, but you won't be the guy.
Now I want to know is when you put a set together, because you made SoundCloud and listen to your 90s mix that you put on.
Right.
And I just sat there like this. How did he put that together? Like, do you write it all out?
No,
do you
I never know what I'm playing, or when I do mixes, it's all like off the cuff, like on the fly.
So there's nothing like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and this, and then I'm gonna transition and do something else like that.
Nah, because music. I'm just really connected to music in a real deep way. I never want it to feel like it's structured. You know, I don't think music should be structured like that. I think everything should be like in the moment. It should feel natural. So, you know, I'm playing one record, and a lot of times I don't even know what the next record I'm gonna play is until I have to play it like in the next 30 seconds.
It's all based.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's just a feeling.
So pretty much, when it's safe to say, when you're out there DJing, you just kind of like playing what you like.
It's kind of like a give and take, depending on the venue. You know, sometimes I play at places where everything I play I hate.
Right.
You know, but I have to play it because that's the audience that
That's
I have
your
that I got to
catering to.
cater to. So
Exactly.
you kind of walk a fine between giving people what they want and still keeping some creative integrity as
Right.
a DJ. You know, so it's a struggle sometimes. It's a struggle.
I was wanting to know, for yourself, what brought you into be doing the DJs?
I mean, I just had a conversation with somebody about that. You know, being an MC first, you know, that's my first. You know, it's I get a lot of hate. You know, and people are always like, "Oh,
They want to box you.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know, like you rap now, you want to be a DJ, but it's like I'm a child of hip hop culture as a whole. So whether I'm rapping and DJing or graffiti, graph writing and breakdancing, like it doesn't matter what it is. You know, it's all part of the culture. So, but the actual me starting to be a DJ just came from going to parties in Miami, being bored. And I was like, yo, man, I bet if I was up there, I could make people rock. And that's kind of how it just happened.
Now that after the show, how much love are you getting now that, you know, because you're like a little celebrity right now, you know?
I mean,
With the velour suit on and everything. You know, you're a celebrity, you know? Even you got
Are
purple
you
phone, man.
snitching to get his suit? I don't think it's gonna fit you.
You know, like, you
See,
really want
Roto's
a
been in the
velour
gym,
suit.
so he's like anything 3 sizes smaller he can wear now. You know.
But I mean, now that your popularity has risen, have you seen things coming your way even more than, you know, before?
I mean, as much love comes, there's as much hate that's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, I take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
And I know that, you know, you can never please everybody.
Right,
And there's
right,
always going to be a hater.
Right.
Always going to be a hater. So I don't let that affect me or steer me off my path that I'm on.
Yeah,
you know?
no doubt.
But it has been on TV.
But you
definitely
know what?
has.
When the people that hate you, you know you're doing something.
I guess,
That's
yeah.
the thing.
That's
So
what
you
this
keep that
is.
hatred.
If you ain't got no haters,
turn
you ain't
into
popping.
positive. You ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, so.
We're
so-
chopping up with DJ Fly Guy here on Non-Free Lounge. Rodeo mentioned the show. Let's talk about that a little bit. Masters the Mix,
Yeah.
DJ reality show.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Did you audition, send them a tape?
No, I went to an audition. Somebody called me and was like, yo, you know, they're doing this DJ reality show audition. You should go. And, you know, I said, well, what am I going to do? I'm not going to go there and just play records. Like, I got to do something different than anybody else
Right,
competing.
right.
So I called up like 6 girls that I knew. And
It's a good start. Okay.
And they
They
happened
both
to,
pose and I
they just happened to be, they worked for Vitamin Water at the time. So I had them bring like cases of vitamin water, and I gave vitamin water to all.
Nice touch. Nice touch.
Get thirsty.
Yeah, you know, and then I went and did the audition, and they, you know, they called me back once, and then they called me back again, and then I did my on-camera interview, and then the crazy part was then I had to do a psych evaluation because they said, well, if you're going to put you on television
So
and
you
you
went
can't
crazy.
handle the pressure, we
Blame
don't want
Jenny
you to-
Jones
yeah,
for that.
yeah,
like,
Yeah,
we don't want you
Go
to
crazy.
hurt yourself, or you
Nuts
know,
on the
don't
table.
break it. So yeah.
We throwing regular.
Yeah, and then, you know, so I did that, passed the evaluation, got on the show, you know, represented for Miami, and that was incredible.
Yeah,
That
no
was
doubt,
incredible.
definitely. I mean, you talk about a show that millions of people are watching each
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
Being, again, kind of where you're nestled at, you know, you get people from all over. I mean, Miami is a global playground,
Yeah.
so it's not like you was in Lincoln, Nebraska. Like,
Right.
it's just the locals see me.
Right.
But that's, you know, again, a tremendous push. Since that has happened, that show, and again, you're an artist first.
Yeah.
And even know that people want to box you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you balance that? Like, somebody would watch the show. Like again, we got when Michelle reached out, it was like the Fly Guy. Okay, I remember that brother. Really didn't know much about the artist until we started doing the research. Right. But how do you convey to the audience that hey, I'm Davis a rap. I can rap, I can mix, I can do other things,
I mean,
probably can act now, you do reality. I mean, so how do you kind of balance that where, for exceptions from a really, I could say as being a rap head myself, from a really critical audience.
Right. I mean, I understand that you have to kind of Jedi mind trick people. Mm-hmm. So in order for me to get people's attention, I had to become this big DJ and make people start paying attention and following me. Mm-hmm. And once they started doing that, it was like, okay, well, now let me show you what I really do. You follow me as a DJ. Now you're buying into the Fly Guy brand as a brand. So now that people are they believe in my brand, they believe, and I give
you
them.
Right.
So
you David Copperfield them a little bit.
So now, have you ever stopped in a set, grabbed the mic, just started blowing everybody's mind away with a freestyle, or just doing your own thing?
I've been asked to do that. I haven't done it yet, but that's something that. It's gonna happen eventually.
What's stopping you? What's the thing that's stopping Fly Guy?
It's
just in the middle of stopping everything, grabbing the mic, no beat, no nothing, weird, and just letting them have it. Like this is what you don't even know about. Like, hold that. They're going back up there and dropping something crazy on it. What's stopping it?
I might have to do it today. I don't know. I might, but
that is your call, brother.
Don't let me put the battery in your
back. I got this idea from 950 Lounge, and you're gonna be all man.
I don't know. It just there's a time and a place for everything,
right.
And there a lot of the venues that I do now, it's not the place for that.
Okay.
Earlier in my career, there would have been places that I could do something like that, and it would be
a reputation now.
Now you kind of just
Fly Guy. That's the name right there alone. Right. You can't come with nothing cheap.
I'll probably do it. I'm gonna do it one day though.
That's what's up. That's what's going on.
He's gonna be in the soundproof room, but nobody hear this.
Turn me up in the headphones. Turn me up. Now we gotta. Before I get that, obviously, I know you talked about it online. You're wearing purple, and we all know what this week phenomenal, not just artist, but I think just a person trendsetter, a once in an eighth wonder in the world, if I can say that from an artist standpoint, just with Prince. Man. Being again the guy that from your background, you into a lot of music, you DJ, so I know you have an appreciation. Kind of what did Prince mean to you from a standpoint as an artist and as a DJ and just as a person?
He was just phenomenal. I mean, there's certain artists who make certain type of records that when you play them, they just feel good. It makes you feel a certain way. And Prince was definitely like his catalog. Man. His records just made you feel a certain kind of way, and still do. When you play it. So, it's really tragic, and I don't think there'll ever be another artist like that because he people always compare Prince to Michael,
right?
And there's always these parties where you do Michael versus Prince parties and stuff like that, but the difference with Prince is like he wrote and orchestrated. Michael had producers, like Quincy Jones and people writing the music for him, and Prince did everything.
Own man.
He was his own man.
Prince could get on the drums, he could do the drums.
All those
Prince
instruments.
could jump on the guitar, he could play the guitar,
piano, like everything.
Exactly, he could do every instrument better than the guys who were doing it. That was the sad part.
Yeah, he was an anomaly.
It was a story I heard somebody said that. The reason why Michael pushed himself so much because if he felt that if he don't push himself, Prince was going to go ahead of him.
Right.
Because it was always that type of battle, which the friendly battle.
That's good to have. That's good to have.
Yeah.
Two-way person. It's funny. I mean, and sad at the same time because I remember when Tupac died. And, Tupac reminded me a lot of Prince. It was a guy just like in love with the studio, like. Love the work. Like obviously talking about all the stuff that Prince is coming out about, just all the music catalog he's got. Like I said, he can put out an album a year, and they can do that for for 100 years. So that's something that you can't teach. It's about money. That's not about fame.
Right.
That's just I love what I do. And again, I know that they do in the Pac movie. Pac reminded me of that from a rap side.
Right.
Just like through all the drama and all the issues, I just want to be in the studio. And I think that's where Prince found his solace. Anytime a man builds a studio in his house, and that is the only place in this compound he pretty much he brings a mat there is where it's at.
Yeah. You also got to remember one thing I also remember about Prince, which was always good, because whenever he finished doing a concert, right after the concert he ran to an actual venue, like a small little venue, like a little small backstage place, and played music there until early in the morning.
He did that at Red Rooster here in Harlem. I mean, I never forget. This is about 5 years ago. I got a call from somebody in the middle of the night saying that, oh man, Prince is in Red Rooster. I'm like, what? I said, I ain't going out. Like I told Michelle once, I'm in the house, I'm locked in. But he was right. He would do those type of things because that's a passion for the music. What we got going? We landed the name. Okay, so we're gonna keep it moving. We got 2 of your songs that we're gonna play.
Okay.
Think It Over.
Oh,
and
okay.
Super Duper Fly. And I heard it, Think It Over, and when I first heard it, I was driving. And you know when you're driving, especially in New York, you experience New York traffic today.
You're thinking over.
You're like, but I'm like, wow, this, not even thinking, you're not in your head, and you start playing like you're in a video, you cock back a little bit. And I'm like, wow, that song had that type of effect. Yeah. Talk about, again, from the artist now, the artist Fly Guy, this the song Think It Over,
Think It Over is one of those joints that I wanted to make to kind of make it feel like a Slum Village, Jay Dilla type of vibe. Just
I definitely got that from that.
Yes. It's a song about meeting a female and trying to court her or whatever, and you're trying to say like, yo, like whatever it can be, whatever the possibilities are, just think it over, And I got
hear that Smoke?
Smoke. He brown skin though. He not like chocolate. He not wet.
Show you like dark skin, brother.
Yeah. You gotta dip this. You gotta go like on Miami Beach for a couple days.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
Not dark enough. Damn, man.
But she's also into polygamous relationships. She believes in multiple women, so she is batting 1,000 there. We have no problem there. But
only one Fly Guy.
So again, the Jay Dilla thing. So is jumping into my next question from a rap perspective. Is that one of your people you kind of admired, or
definitely.
I definitely hear a lot of Kanye in your music, a lot of Common. I hear a lot of you're not just you're making sense with your rhymes.
That's what it is. Like people, I guess they want to again put you in a box and say it's conscious rap, it's this, it's that. But to me, it's just authentic hip hop. That's all it is.
I agree.
It's
good music. It's good
I
music.
just appreciated that it's not marbles in your mouth.
Yeah.
I said it just like that. I don't care.
You sound like Baby too. Oh, we don't need that. Keep my name.
No, we ain't doing that.
He's in Miami too.
You got marbles in your mouth. That's not rap music.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's the Lord again.
That's the Lord again coming down on me. I don't
have a
care.
lot of thunder in here today.
Yeah, exactly. 10 Commandments. I'm feeling it. But again, man, I know you got it going. I don't want to hold you up too long. You got a gig today. And where is that? You got something?
It's at Riverside Park, 145th and Riverside Drive. It's called a Spring Coming on the Yard. It's a huge day party for HBCUs. So it's kind of like it's homecoming in the
You know what that
springtime.
means, Rodeo?
No, that's why I'm gonna listen to the music.
Rodeo said, "I don't go to no college." What's college? What was that? What was the movie?
Exactly. Let's play the music.
School Day.
Not School Day.
Yeah.
No, I got
School Day.
Men's Society. Not Menace. The other one.
Higher Learning?
With
Learning?
Ice Cube.
Higher learning.
Higher Learning.
No, not Higher Learning. Oh man, forget it. When Ricky died.
Oh, Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, you went to school just for
Play the music.
Yeah,
Play the music.
We lost.
exactly. I know I lost the theme on that. But before we go to your songs, I want to thank you first for coming up.
I appreciate it.
I really appreciate the time. Like I said again, when you got demands on you and you can make time for it, it's always appreciated.
I appreciate it, man.
No doubt.
I want to shout out the people featured on these records.
Yeah, please.
On Think It Over is Kevin Cossum. If you don't know Kevin Cossum, Google him. He's a brilliant songwriter and artist himself. He's written hits for everybody from Rihanna to R. Kelly, Young Jeezy. Most notably, he just wrote All Eyes on You, Meek Mill, Nicki Minaj, and Chris Brown.
That's what's up.
Just from being a DJ, and playing all this music, you get to develop these relationships, with these artists, and
No doubt.
And then Jazzy on the Super Duper Fly one, she's a really, really dope artist. She just wrote Monica's new album.
Oh, wow.
And, and she just got a gold plaque for one of the records on Chris Brown's latest album, the Royalty album. She wrote a record on there. And now she's on her to go write for Jeremiah's album. That's real. That's real. Oh, yeah.
That's what they
real.
told me.
Certified.
Funny guy, man. Like I said,
That's the comedian in the group.
we're going to start
That's the
bringing
comedian.
tomatoes.
Just smack it
I would
over.
hope it's real.
Last thing before you get out of here, what's the 5-year plan for Fly Guy?
Oh, yeah.
That's what they
real.
told me.
Certified.
Funny guy, man. Like I said,
That's the comedian in the group.
we're going to start
That's the
bringing
comedian.
tomatoes.
Just smack it
I would
over.
hope it's real.
Last thing before you get out of here, what's the 5-year plan for Fly Guy? A lot so far.
I got a lot more to do.
But I definitely get that. You took the words right out of my mouth. So where's the Fly Guy label and brand go from here? You've done the reality show. You've worked with legends. You're hitting some of the hottest clubs in South Beach, which hopefully we'll see soon down. But talk about the 5-year plan for the brand. Not anything in particular. Might be something you're not even doing now. But what's the 5-year plan?
I know eventually what I want to do is open a nightclub or a night spot big enough to be bigger than a lounge, but where it's the musical focus is 90s music.
That's high.
To be able to hear niche music in a large venue.
So a 35 and over locale. You got to worry about too much drama in 35.
There's going to be a lot of scar faces up. Gigi, get the AO. Oh, come on,
there's a lot of that down there.
Here, bro.
Say, keep it outside. Keep it outside. But yeah, that would be fantastic. And something to do like in Florida or would be the lead or
anywhere. It could be anywhere.
Okay.
You know,
do it somewhere warm.
Maybe Turks and Caicos or something.
That'll work.
That's a nice little
I
trip
like
right
it.
there.
This fella got vision.
That's a nice little trip.
Yeah. Michelle, I like this brother.
Fly guy.
So we're gonna. Oh, one more thing. Give us your social media, website information to the. Audience.
Instagram, Twitter is @FlyGuy. The album Genius Land is on iTunes. It's on Tidal, Spotify, all digital media outlets, and Facebook. I am a Fly Guy.
We definitely got something for you. We'll talk offline that definitely can enhance the brand. I'm just happy that you came here. You made it, and just truly blessed and honored to have you here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome DJ Fly Guy to the show, and appreciate.
Thank you.
Have a great event today.
Thank you.
We might pop in. I think the well is supposed to clear up a little bit.
Yeah, come on.
Color
down.
coordinated. You know what I'm saying?
You can't get this wet, man. You can't get this wet.
That's an alpaca. You got to dab that. You got to dab that.
So we're going to go to your songs for the break, and we're going to keep it moving. It's 9 Feet Lounge Live Saturday. Check out Fly Guy.
Peace.